下面的这段视频呢是久保田的小马力系列，从25到75马力系列的一个欧4标准，咱们中国的国5标准的一个拖拉机 DPF 的一个操作。当然我们现在还没有走到国5标准呢。咱们现在的国4标准呢，相当于他们的欧3标准，也就是说他们在16年开始实施的这种50马力以上开始有后处理，然后再往上去延伸。我们现在是执行他们的欧3的一个标准。但是我们在27年的时候也会执行他们的这个欧4标准，也就是我们国5标准，可以先学习看一看啊。他们是从16年、17年开始实行的咱们农机的这种国内的国4，然后22年开始实行的这个国5，我们还没到那个阶段，毕竟我们现在还是落后嘛。看一看这个小的精品啊，虽然很小，但是五脏俱全。这台30马力左右的，折合咱们人民币要30万左右，比较精品的一个东西。
I'm Darren Tolliner, Service Manager at Coeur d'Alene Tractor, part of the Adams Tractor of Spokane and Lewiston locations, as well as Boundary Tractor of Bonners Ferry. Just wanted to mention that anytime we're going to try utilizing any systems on our tractor, it's important to always consult your safety manual and review it thoroughly before you actually attempt to do anything on your tractor by yourself. And remember that you as the operator are always responsible for your own safety. Today we're going to be talking about DPF systems on our modern Kubota tractors that are Tier 4 emissions compliant. This will be on our basic compact tractors, starting at the LX3310, going up to some of our larger M series. This is all standard equipment on Kubotas now, from 25 horsepower to 75 horsepower, and we're going to be going over the operation of the DPF filter and actually how to perform a regen. So under the hood, this is our DPF filter, and what that stands for is diesel particulate filter. What that does is there is actually a catalyst and a media inside that filter. The media will catch any diesel particulate soot that is generated from the combustion process in the engine and keep it from entering the atmosphere. Once so much particulate is caught in that filter, the tractor will warn you saying that it's going to perform a regen. And what that means is it's actually going to burn off all that particulate matter that we've trapped in that filter. Basically what we'll do is go over the process and show you the kind of lights you're going to see and what you need to do in that situation. So up here on our dash, we have all of our different gauges and warning lights. So there will be some certain warning lights that you will see when it is actually the tractor is getting ready to perform a regen. And one of those lights will be a similar to this one here. And this switch will light up. So at that particular moment, the tractor could do one of two things. If you're operating the tractor at a lower RPM, there'll be an arrow on the right-hand side of the dash that'll light up telling you to raise engine RPM. At that point, all you need to do is raise engine RPM and continue operating the tractor normally, and it'll perform its regen. And it's important not to shut the tractor off until it's finished doing its regen, and let it, even if you're done at the end of the day, say it's, it's quitting time, it's time to go home, it just started its regen. It's important to let the tractor go ahead and perform its regen before shutting it off and putting it away for the evening. That's what's called an active regen. So that's going to be the one you're normally going to see in pretty much any given situation. The other regen that you might see is that same symbol with a P next to it. That's called the parked regen. And that procedure is slightly different. What we have to do in that situation is actually stop the tractor, set the parking brake, put the transmission in neutral, make sure our PTO is off, reduce throttle to idle, and then what we'll do is push the DPF switch, and it'll actually perform its regen at that point. So and same thing goes, the tractor will do its regen automatically after you've depressed that button. Once it's done, all the lights will shut off, and at that point it's safe to turn the tractor off. There is one more feature on here. Like say there's one of two switches. There's the actual DPF regen switch, and then there's what's called the inhibit switch. This switch, there's a lot of controversy behind this switch. Everybody thinks it's the one you push to get your tractor not to do a regen, which it is. But the problem is if it's pushed too much, you can actually get the tractor into a condition where we actually have to come out and work on it, get it fixed, reset, and force it into a regen. Or it could even be worse. You could actually damage the DPF filter to where it needs to be replaced. The only time you would utilize this switch is if for some reason you think you're a potential fire hazard, say you're mowing in really dry brush or weeds that are tall that extend past the exhaust outlet on the tractor. Because our exhaust temperatures when we're doing this process can get in excess of 1100 degrees. So at that point what you would do is if your regen lights come on, you would hit your inhibit switch, pull the tractor to a safe place, leave it running, hit your regen switch again, and then let the tractor do its regen process, let it finish, and then at that point you can go out and continue working in your field.